I'm glad that we're on the last few turns now. I mean, it's not that I want this Let's Play to end right away, but, you know, I mean, it's just hard to commentate over sometimes. I like this game a lot. I have many fond memories of Mario Partying in my time. Although, as strange as it sounds, because I'm playing this game right now and I'm really enjoying playing it, I don't think that I actually like the Mario Party games too much to play with other people. I know the whole concept of Mario Party is to be played as a multiplayer game, but I think I actually prefer to play it by myself. Partly because there's no consequences, maybe because I'm socially awkward or something, maybe it's because I don't like being around other people and there's some, maybe some, what's the word? Disgruntlement is not the word I'm thinking of. Ill will isn't even the word, it's like hostility? I don't know, some developing hostility sometimes between other people with games like this. Like, I can think, you know, actually, anytime I can think of where I've been playing a multiplayer game, I can think of at least a number of different moments when I haven't taken it very well, I guess. Half the time it's me who's causing all the hostility when playing multiplayer games, but then half the time it's other people. I don't know. I just don't do well with multiplayer games typically, at least if I'm not in contact with another person. But then online games are probably fine. I just don't do well with personal interaction in general, I guess. I was looking at the wrong screen that whole time, but I am on the left. I'm glad that Yoshi is very experienced with his hands. What kind of things does he do in his spare time? I don't know. Maybe he knits. Maybe he knits stories. Maybe he, I don't know. He, paints. Maybe he painted Starry Night. No, we were at the end. We were there. We were on the line. And they got a new record, which they should not have gotten a new record because they are computers and computers are not allowed to have new records. I'm going to break their record, and by record I mean their head. Just like in Ziggy, you know, the Ziggy comic strip. Or it's not really a comic strip, because usually there's not multiple strips or panels, there's just one panel, but yeah, those comics. I'm just thinking of one specific Ziggy joke where he's talking about, I wonder why they call it disco, and then as he's shaking about he says, oh, I think I, what does he say? I think I slipped the disc. Oh, it was a terrible joke. We've seen this screen so many times. There are so many stars on this board, which I guess makes sense because it is in space, but still, I didn't expect so many of them to be this close to the board. Are they just falling out of the sky or something? Kind of like in Rainbow Road and Mario Kart Double Dash, where all the stars literally do fall onto the road, which I think is kind of awesome. That's definitely my favorite Rainbow Road in all of the Mario Kart games. I've sort of considered Let's playing something like Mario Kart Double Dash, but I don't really think that I would do it very... I don't think there's a good way to Let's play a racing game like that, because racing games typically don't have very many levels. And if they do, like the much later Mario Kart games that have a bunch of levels that are new and then a bunch of levels that are old, I think it's weird to just play a game that has levels from other games, if it's just a racing game, I guess. Basically what I'm trying to say is the only racing game that really makes for a great Let's Play is probably Diddy Kong Racing, and I'm not really confident enough in my ability to play that game to do a Let's Play of it. And hello, Princess Peach with sunglasses and or a blindfold and or really smudgy looking eyes and or mascara. That's just a weird shot. We're seeing so much space. So much space, have to see it all. I still haven't played Portal 2, although I have gotten it to work now, I think. Because recently I did play some Slender, and I played some of SCP-1, 2 crap, and Previously, I wasn't able to play those games because I didn't have, like, a working graphics card for those kinds of games. I didn't have a graphics card that was up-to-date, basically, but then I was able to play Slender after the graphics card was changed, and now I think I can play Portal 2 as well because of that. I just haven't played it yet because I did end up watching a playthrough of it in the time that I couldn't play it, so I've already spoiled myself. I'm a terrible person. I'm just not very patient when it comes to things like that sometimes. Mostly because Portal 2 wasn't really a game that I was especially excited for. And based on what I've seen from it, I actually still might prefer the first one. I know a lot of people say that Portal 2 is significantly better than the first one. It's like 100 billion, bajillion, quillion, dillion, verillion, vermidian, quillion times better than the first game. But the first game, from what I can tell, has a much more memorable charm to it or something, and then the second one kind of lacks that. But I should play it before I say any more, so yeah. Not to say that it isn't an admirable sequel and it doesn't do a great job with what it does, but I'm just saying the first one's like classic, and the second one's like continuation. Games do sequels awesome. Movies don't, usually. Even trilogies seem to usually have, like, their third part be something terrible. Like, I don't know, Now, I think the problem is that most series either go on for too long, or they try too hard with their final installment. Like, with The Matrix, third Matrix movie is completely different from the first two, and it's kind of crap because of that. And then, let's see. No, Lord of the Rings is not a good example of that, because Lord of the Rings is just awesome the whole way through, and the last part is awesome, but what's another example? There has to be more examples. I don't know, but yeah. Disney makes terrible sequels all the time. I haven't seen Little Mermaid 2, but I keep hearing from my siblings that Little Mermaid 2 has a song in it called We Are the Adventurers / Explorers. Really? Why would you do that? We are the Adventurers / Explorers. Why would you... Why? That's just the most terrible thing. Bowser ran. No, he did not run. He jumped upwards. He jumped upwards, or maybe he didn't even jump. Maybe he was pulled up by an invisible bungee cord that was connected to his head for whatever reason. Kind of like the Bowser thing that's currently hanging on my ceiling fan. I have these little keychains. One of them is a Mario keychain, and one of them is a Bowser keychain, and both of them were obtained from the time of Super Mario 64. And both of their links are connected to their heads. So, right now, I have Bowser and Mario just dangling from my ceiling fan by their heads. Kind of lulzy. And then I always joke about them hanging like they're hanging themselves, which is a terrible thing to joke about, and I don't know why I do that, but it's funny because it's not. Except it's not. Why did I jump into that? Well, we were just talking about suicide, so I guess it was appropriate. And Luigi proceeds to choke himself for no reason. Instead of... This would be a great time to use, like, a foot-in-mouth joke, but I don't want to put my foot in my mouth right now, so I'm just gonna put my arm is in my mouth? My arm is in my mouth right now. There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere. Including me. I'm not intelligent life. Not even close. Let's get run over by a car. Let's get run over. Let's get run over. Why is that Thwomp driving that car? How is he even doing that? That's awesome. Thwomp driving a car. Best character in the entire game. It's time for a duel minigame. Are you ready? No, I'm not ready. Oh, we're doing it anyways. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. I love timing minigames like this. I don't want to bet too many coins. I'm just going to go with 10. I think I could technically bet lower than this, but yeah. This is a time bomb duel. Wait just as long as Goomba tells you, then press the A button. No timers is played, so you'll have to guess whoever is furthest from the actual blah 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 blah. So, if you've played Majora's Mask and you've ever done that minigame with the postman where he tells you to stop the timer at 10 seconds, this is like that, I'm pretty sure. Ready for seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That wasn't even close. Usually my timing on that is much better, but oh well, at least I only lost 10 coins. That was kind of sad. Also, has anyone else noticed, I mean I just noticed this just now, but has anyone else noticed that anytime Peach has a costume that is supposed to cover her up, it only covers up, like, the top part of her body, and then her dress just remains exactly as it usually is? That's kind of odd. She just has, like... She just has a little space sweater on that looks like... Again? Okay. Maybe I can win back the coins that I just lost. But yeah, she just has like a little sweater on that's made of sequins or something. Oh no, she's betting big money this time. She's betting big money. Let's see how I can do this well this time. You know, technically I could cheat actually, because I have a timer right next to me. I cheated. Yeah. I'm sorry. But the opportunity presented itself and I had to take it. That was just too fun. I'm a cheater. Although I don't think it would have made much difference in the long run. If it turns out that I lost if it turns out I won this game by 25 coins or something, then maybe I'll call shenanigans, but still, I don't think it'll matter too much. And final minigame is Shell-Shocked. That's certainly shell-shocking. I'm surprised. Another thing that I've noticed about Mario Party 1 and 2 is that during certain minigames the screen gets smaller. I don't know why that is. Maybe they had problems with the dimensions of the games or something. Maybe they've designed them to be one way and then the entire rest of the game changed or something. I don't know. I'm just confused as to why certain minigames have smaller screens than others. This one just has a big black border around it. I feel like it has to be for some sort of reason, I just can't imagine what. Maybe it's to distinguish the minigames from the main game, although it's kind of obvious when there's a minigame going on anyways, because you're not on a big, flat, two-dimensional board that was probably painted. The final turn has ended, so who is the superstar? Question mark, question mark, question mark! Who's the superstar? Oh, wow, I didn't even realize how many stars Luigi had. I hadn't paid attention this whole time. But I still have the most coins by a long shot, by a hook shot. Okay, Luigi, just win, just win. Just win, okay. Okay, just win. This is officially my least favorite board now. No, just kidding. So does this mean I get second place? I'll take that, I guess. I still have the best looking suit out of all of you. Now for the official announcement, the superstar is... Black Hole Bowser is attacking! That's a major anomaly because it's Black Hole Bowser. Because black holes are anomalies. They are inconsistencies with the universe. They have the best running animations. No, I'm sure their running animation's better than this, but this is still pretty great. Bowser? Oh no! You have terrible aim. I'm so threatened. Who might this be? It's none other than... Luigi. Luigi's angry. You can never withstand the mighty stare of Luigi. Also, this is pretty great. This is probably the coolest of the little animations after the game is over. Just because it seems like there's actually some skill involved in beating the guy, in beating Bowser. I think that Into the Capri Sun probably mentioned this in his Let's Mess Around on Mario Party. But still, I agree with that sentiment. I concur with that nonsense. Congrats, your bravery, whoop-de-doo. You've saved the entire space. You've saved everyone in the universe from Donkey Kong, Bowser, Eggman. Donkey Kong was not even a part of that. But there's Donkey Kong in the background. I'm just gonna make fun of him for no reason. Donkey Kong, you suck. I'm clapping. Good job, Luigi. Good job for winning by 2 stars. Yeah. Well, I'm still happy with my coin hoarding. 2 Bowser spaces, one of which was completely uneventful, and the other one was just losing 20 coins, I think, from someone. Lots and lots of that item spaces, and nobody hit the bank, which is good, because hitting a bank would probably be an illegal activity, because why would you punch a building that contains money of... No idea. My commentary's dead. My commentary died. Rest in pizza. Also, something else that I noticed is that in this room, there's a bunch of... or, like, in this room, you can't see it now, but there are random trees that are shaped like stars. Or they sort of look like they're shaped like stars. They're, like, weird, pointy, in all directions trees. There's a few, yeah, right there. I only went to Minigame Land so that you could see those trees. Alright, so I'm not going to look at any of this, except for maybe the bottle, because the bottle's funny. I like the bottle. The bottle, because bottle is a funny word, and Bottles is the best character in all of Banjo-Kazooie, except for Banjo and Kazooie, because they're Banjo-Kazooie and they're the title characters, therefore they should be the best. Anyways, now you get to vote on who gets to be on the next board. So, do that. I'm just going to leave this screen up for fun. Badgers!